you spend your whole life building this rock solid, or what you think is a rock solid structure, and you're all the way at the top, and one day stuff just crumbles. Do you remember the one point where it said, okay, this is over, this is not happening?
I can't pinpoint one thing. There's just lots of things. I mean, I'm just.
But there had to be a day where you filed.
No. What actually happened is she left, she took the kids, and she went back to her mother's house, which was like 35 miles away in Pennsylvania. Okay. And I decided, well, I've heard that there are such things as, quote, fathers' rights groups. And I saw something about one of them on TV, and I got to find one of them and get a lawyer referral from them. And let me just immediately go to court and get my kids back here. And I did find a group, and they said, no, we don't recommend lawyers, just as we tell people that right now too. And but I did get involved with them, and I did finally, they did recommend someone. The someone that they recommended was the wife, the new second wife of a guy who had been through a custody battle and who had won custody of his kids. And his new wife went to law school, became a lawyer, and she's now a family lawyer. And so I hired her. I interviewed several lawyers. I said, I'll hire her. And it turns out that was a huge mistake because she didn't know anything.
Oh, she was brand new.
Brand new.
Brand
yes.
new, yeah. Okay.
She wasn't a kid. She was 30-something years old, but she went to law school, after she was already in life for a while. And there's some things that happened in those early times, and I just decided she doesn't understand what she's doing. I got to get rid of her. We got to get somebody else. Give you an example of something that happened with her. One day, there was a day when, for whatever reason, we had to calculate 2/3 of $96. And she takes out her calculator, click, 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 click. Okay, that's $64.32. I said, how did you calculate that? She says, oh, well, 0.33 is a third. So I'm going to do 0.33 times 96, and I'm going to subtract that from 96, and it comes out to $64.32. I said,
That would work if it was $100.
well, if you carried it out enough decimal places, it would work. Okay, but she just did 0.33. Okay, so I explained that to her. You didn't carry it enough decimal places, and besides which, 2/3 of two numbers that are divisible by 3 is the easiest thing in the world. And I told her, someday there's going to be a time when we're in court and we're talking about financial matters, and on that day there's going to be either another lawyer or an accountant sitting next to you.